how are we justifying still buying properties even in times of high uncertainty like this, right? So, right, we're doing like two different kind of properties. We're doing like single family flips and rentals, right? So go over flips first. I mean, we're trying to stick to first time home buyers because that's the kind of house that always sells no matter what, and the demand is super high for that kind of home. So that's number one. Number two is always have like an extra buffer in the budget. I don't know, maybe like 10%, just because you actually really don't know what's going to happen. So you might just make way more money having that 10% buffer in there. And if the market does go down, you could have more room to maybe do like a fire sale or something, right? Granted, you don't want to do that, but obviously you should always have plenty of margins in your flips on money, right? The other thing is just having multiple exit strategies, right? So maybe if a flip doesn't work, you should still be able to turn it into a rental, or you should still be able to do a whole variety, like maybe land contract it to someone, or lease with an option to buy, or whatever, right? Not that that's what I ever want to do, but just in case, make sure there's enough room there. And I guess the most important thing is like, don't force the deal, right? Like if you're buying a property and you stand to make like, let's say an $100,000 house, maybe like 20, 30K, but there's like a whole bunch of unknowns, like a foundation issue, like a plumbing issue, like stuff like that. Those things will eat up a profit real quick, right? So don't force the deal. If it doesn't work, move on to the next one. There's plenty of them out there. Even though people don't think there are, there's so many houses out there that need to be remodeled and need to be fixed up. It's insane, right? And then number two is rentals, right? So how do you justify still buying rentals at this time? So if you buy it on cash flow, it should work this time and another time and any time you buy it, right? As long as it works and the property cash flows to whatever your goals are, right? And as long as you're running your numbers correctly. But with the current conditions right now, where no one could get evicted and people not moving as much, right? There's actually a really high demand. Same thing with like houses that are nice and remodeled. There's also a very high demand for rentals, because the people that are moving around, they're moving because they have to, not because they want to, maybe I want to move and try this city out or try this city out, right? The people that are actually moving, they're moving because they actually really have to. And because of that, because of the no evictions and people not moving so much, it's really hard to find rentals right now. So we're actually getting a premium for units, right, that are nice, obviously. So the way I see it is, no matter what the market conditions are, rentals are always going to be viable. People are always going to need to rent. There's always people graduating college, finding new jobs, right? There's always more and more people, and there's not more and more land, right? So I think rentals always make sense, as long as it, like I said, cash flows, the numbers make sense, and you're making monthly income off of it, and you're not betting on appreciation or any of the other stuff, right? And that a lot of that goes to make sure that you're running your numbers correctly, like CapEx, vacancy, maintenance, management, whatever utilities you pay, all that stuff. You all have to count all that all the time, no matter what, right? Because that's just how you got to do it, right? So if you have any questions on any of that, let me know if you have any questions. And are you still buying properties? Because we are, and we're always looking for more. So if you have any properties that you know of that need a little flip action, a little beautification, let me know. Or if you have any, or if you know of any rentals that could become available, or any big multifamily stuff, let me know. I would love to look at it. So I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.